Explosion. It is time for another another Elyse Explosion news break. This is just going to be a quick little update video. I got a couple of things that I want to touch on. Sorry, we're doing a lot of news flashes because we got a lot of news, and it's kind of exciting after last year, which was ultimately just a bummer of a year for numerous reasons that we've gone into in the past, and I'm not going to do right now. But the first thing is that we got merch. I have been able to get a limited production run of some acrylic pins, and I have them right here in my hot little hands. Oh my god, they're so exciting and so cute. So we have the Explosion logo, and if you were familiar with Twitch, we do have everybody's favorite, the knife hype pin. And these are both based on Twitch emotes of mine, and I have them currently listed in my Etsy shop for $8 each. I do ship internationally, so these are, like I said, these are in limited quantities. This is basically just a test to see, if there is interest for more or other, then I'll be looking into getting more of these made up. But in the meantime, you can check that out. But because these are limited, and once these are gone, for now, they're gone. If you are looking for other ways to get merch for the channel, for me, we do have a Redbubble. And that is, we have a couple of designs up on there. Like, I actually don't think this is my Explosion notebook, but this is a style of notebook that you can get on Redbubble. This is a Redbubble purchase. You can get notebooks and stickers, clothing, bags. I have a friend who picked up one of the drawstring bags. She loves it. She says it's great quality. Those are not limited edition. Those are priced a little bit differently. But I will have links to both of these sites, both my Etsy and the Redbubble, in the description if you are interested in checking those out. And honestly, if there's any other types of merch or things like that that you would be interested in, that you would like to see for yourself, other designs, other styles, let me know in the comments. I am more than willing to see what else is out there within reason. One of the reasons we've actually gone with Redbubble is because there's very little overhead cost for me, as in there isn't any. All of the manufacture and production is handled in their facilities. The pins, definitely have those made up by a manufacturer, but if people like these enough, I may be looking into doing some enamel pins in the future. But again, this is all kind of spitballing, kind of throwing ideas out there, and I welcome discussion and ideas. Next up, what's going on with the channel? I know there have been a couple of weeks that I've missed. Work has been extremely busy, and my commute has been a little bit longer for the past couple weeks, so I apologize for not getting all of the videos edited up in time. We're working on that. We're working on getting a backlog set up so that I have stuff to pull from. Obviously, in the case of, let's say the Monster High announcement that we had, I'm going to try to do more videos in my streaming setup. I'm still working out the kinks with the lighting. I know they look a little weird there. I'm working on the color correcting, but I'm just trying to make things work in the setups that I've got. My current filming studio, for lack of a better term, is literally my childhood bedroom at my parents' house. So I don't live here. I don't have the ability to just go into another room and do this. But when I have the opportunity to, we usually film 4, 5, 6 videos at a clip. This is only the second video for the day, so I'm still feeling cheery. One of the things that I would like to focus on right now is to kind of get through the backlog of stuff that I have bought for videos and not actually filmed yet. I have a bunch of toys sitting around, mostly dolls, older dolls. I've got some older toys. I've definitely got more bleeding edge goths. I've got some old capsule chicks, and even as far back as Monster High and Ever After High, things that I have not removed from the boxes that I think merit their own videos. So I'm gonna be pulling those out and working on them. In addition, I also have some old poppin' cooking kits that I'd like to do. We haven't really done a lot of cooking stuff on the channel, and I want to try to introduce a little bit more of that. I don't know, I'm very interested in trying new types of videos, maybe doing ones that have skits in them again. I know I used to do those back when I first started. I had some skit videos and those were really fun. And I'm gonna preface this. I've purchased an easy bake oven, and I am working with a friend to kind of come up with a video that is like partial review, partial little comedy skit. So it's gonna be interesting. It's probably not gonna be for a while, but I'm super looking forward to it. On top of that, I know this is an awful lot, but I think one of the things that I've been putting a focus on for me is I want to do more just like chatty videos that don't require me to spend a lot of money, or any money really. Long story short, my husband and I are trying to buy a house, so I really have to curtail my expenses. Obviously I have my Patreon, and everything that I earn from Patreon that people are kind enough to support me there, that goes basically back into the channel. That goes either into buying things for review, or things to taste test. But right now, I want to make sure that the stuff that I am doing for videos isn't going to, like, basically, I don't want it so that the things that I'm purchasing for my videos are going to push me further from our long-term goal of home ownership. You know, I don't want the split to be that dramatic. So there's definitely stuff that I'm still going to be keeping an eye on. Like, obviously we've got the new Monster High series coming out next year, and I'm probably going to be picking up some of those depending on what they look like. But I am trying very hard to not put too much into my collections when we've got the house that we're looking for, and also I'm running out of space. I'm probably going to be doing my best to get some of the older things that I'm not super attached to up on Mercari. I know if anybody's interested in hair doorables, I'm going to be listing a bunch of my hair doorables. I'm going to see what else I have, what I'm not super attached to, and go through and see if there's things that I can list there. And finally, hey, there's over 1,300 of you now, and hello, welcome. It's good to see you. But I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. Yeah, almost 5 years. That's, woo, okay. One of the things that I'm going to try to do is, for starters, I want to get a new channel trailer started. The one that I have is very old and doesn't necessarily, I don't think I even talk about toys in it at all. So I feel like that really needs an update. That's something that I'm going to be going through to try to figure ways that we can get that to go a little better. And I also am going to be working on a, Best of the Explosion playlist. So if you're new to the channel and, you're only really familiar with some of the newer stuff that I've put out, I want to get a list together of the stuff that I'm most proud of, the stuff that I think is most indicative of what we do here on the channel, and just kind of give that a watch, I have over 400 videos in my backlog, which, that's so cool, but there's so many that don't really see the light of day. I try to use playlists, but I don't know how many people actually look at playlists, really. But either way, there's so many out there, and if you're looking for, toy videos or snack videos, trip videos, remember those? Remember when we used to go places? I miss going places. But I've got all of these videos that, if you're bored one day, hey, why don't you go check them out? So, okay, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. My question for you today, what videos would you put in a Best of Elyse Explosion? Are there any that you keep returning to? Are there any that you think are particularly interesting, particularly good resources, just funny to watch? Let me know in the comments down below. If you would like to help the channel out beyond merch sales, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/Elyse Explosion. I've been trying to get some, conversations going about what people would like to see on the channel, what they'd like to, if there are things that they think would be interesting for me to cover. It's good discussion, and I welcome all feedback there. click the little bell, because if you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Later!